Happy Monday night, everyone. It sure is nice to be here with all of you. So welcome in. Tomorrow, we're going to talk a lot more about insurance. We can talk about insurance as much as anybody wants to tonight, but I have a lot more to say about it. I've decided because, you hear things and you think about them and you think about them and then you do a video and then you think about it some more. So that's where we are today. But it sure is nice to have you all here with us. Thank you. Yep. We're also going to talk about upcoming cruises more too. I have a lot to think about that. I think I'm going to book on some other cruise lines before I book on Princess again. I'm not against Princess, but I feel like I do need to broaden my horizon a little bit. So we're thinking about that an awful lot around here. What are you guys all thinking about? I saw Kathy that she booked her first excursion for the British Isles cruise that we're going on as a group. That is really super exciting. I was trying to remember. Yeah. We booked the one when we're in the Port de la Havre there in France there. That's by, you can either go into Paris if you want for the day or have an option to go down to Normandy. So we chose to go down to Normandy just because I want to go there again. And next year is the 80th anniversary. So I thought that would be kind of special. So we're going to do that. Am I right? Is it the 80th? Uh-huh.
The 80th? I'm sorry. I got lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so that's what we've got so far. So I'm really happy. We'll have to look at Stonehenge. Kathy, we haven't been to Stonehenge yet. We've been to several other circle and the stone circles there in England, but we probably need to get to Stonehenge. Yeah. The ones I do like though in Stonehenge, don't they have like a rope around it now?
You can't get up into it.
Yeah. So
you have to stay back on the sidewalk or something. And the one we went to was a little bit further south, and it was actually a larger stone circle. It covered more area. They weren't a bunch of stones right next to each other.
That was the biggest one we went to.
Yeah, and you could walk right up to the stones and around them. And
we didn't touch them. I didn't feel like I should. But anyway, I'm so excited. Yeah. Let's say hey to everybody here. Gayton. Sorry, I'm saying your name wrong, probably.
Gayton and Sheila from Whitby, Ontario.
Hello. Welcome. We're happy to have you with us.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kathy's interested to think about what we think about Carnival food. Carnival is the only non-Princess cruise we've done, and though we left Princess, Carnival had their food beat hands down. You know what?
We've heard that a lot.
You are surely not the first person that I've heard that from. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to taste the food. I'm excited to see how their whole dining thing works, where you can say you want to go, where you want to eat, and then you can just keep doing what you're doing, and they let you know when to come. That's much nicer than waiting in line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And I'm really excited because they're going to have that late night dining option that they used to just have pizza super late. Now they're having those other things. So we're going to track that down and see what that is. Because sometimes you are up late, especially, if they have great entertainment, then you tend to be up a little bit later. Yeah. So, yeah. Let's see.
Lori's here.
Hey, Lori.
Marty is telling us about the fires in Federal Way.
Oh, is it lightened up a little bit? Oh, I am so glad.
Yeah.
Still hazardous to be outside. That smoke is really hard, isn't it? Oh, Carrie still got smoke in Vancouver. Hey, Carrie. Slight improvement. Oh, that's good. The wind direction's supposed to change and clear the smoke by tomorrow.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
Larry's
really
here. Matt's here. Sailor's 365.
It's only 90. You guys are getting the effects, the cloudiness, right?
Oh, yeah.
From the hurricane. Yeah. Sailor 365 says Canadian cruisers may see an option to have their medallion shipped to them sooner than later with an upcoming announcement from Princess. That would be exciting.
Thursday. Okay.
Wouldn't that be nice for everybody there in Canada? That would be really awesome. Yeah. I'm really happy that people are reporting that the blue lanes are going pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. That's been really nice.
That's good news.
We haven't heard anything that's been like, oh, no, this is horrible.
So you can mail the medallions, have all the drinks on board that they're supposed to have on board for the whole cruise, and have quick blue lanes. Like, things are looking up.
Yeah.
Somebody that I had the opportunity to converse with said that they were just on the Sky Princess and that it was really crowded and that space to sit anywhere was at a premium. It was really hard to find somewhere to sit in a lot of areas on the ship. So it's pretty congested. Let's see.
Carrie,
what else?
Boss Papa from Raleigh.
Nice to have you with us.
Maureen is here.
Sharon Donlan. And Sharon.
Cruising for what Jeffrey is here.
I know you do wonder what else Princess will say, huh?
Tanya's here.
Hey, Tanya and Kathy.
Well, especially in listening to how Dawn talked about the last time they had a phone call.
I wonder. I think they listen to Dawn. I think they do.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Sharon, Donlin,
not enough to do anything, maybe, but they listen to what he says.
Just enough to go.
Yeah. Hey,
He's
Jeffrey.
talking about us again.
Are you hovering over Jeffrey? Was I right? Yep.
Yeah.
There's our Jeffrey. Nice to see you, Jeffrey.
Bruce, Betty from
Magical Monday. I like that.
Soggy Southern California.
Soggy there.
No, not foggy or
I looked
smoggy.
on the news and it does look like there's so much water there. I hope everyone is safe and that your home is safe. Yeah, I really do. That's worrisome. So
hold on.
Zooming past all my people, honey.
And right here.
Oh, thank you, KJN M81. It sure is a really nice. Thanks. Thank you.
All right, let's see. We did that. Yeah, we really appreciate it.
A lot. Yeah, because it's somehow in my heart. It's like, oh, somebody thought something we do is worth it. Thanks.
It's worth it, yeah.
Let's see. And Phoenix. Oh, there's Medallion Mead. Did it rain for the first time in 3 months? I like that.
Trying to settle all that dust that's been flying
when we talked to our daughter this morning, it was just cloudy where she lives down there. So it's good some rain came, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lisa's in Phoenix as well.
Yeah, Lisa.
Petite Cherie, sunny California. Okay.
Got it sunny there.
Yeah.
There's Carrie saying, hey. Oh, is it a beautiful evening there in Newport, Rhode Island? My goodness. I am really excited to go there. Really excited.
Yep.
Trying to decide what to do. Thank you. Thanks, Jeffrey. And everybody remember, Jeffrey's Cruising for One. He has a channel and he's going to be posting videos there, right, Jeffrey, from his Virgin Voyage cruise coming up. And he has an amazing blog. He's called Cruising for One, clearly. But he has lots of great information, whether you're going with just you or 10 people. Anyway, like that t-shirt.
Greece. I just felt Greek.
So
we watched a movie last night about Greece. So I just felt like I ought to continue the feeling.
Okay, there's a movie and it's called My Life in Ruins. And we found it on a princess ship. I don't advocate all the things that happen in that movie. It is not, I wouldn't.
There are some naughty things.
We'll
just leave it at that.
But it just makes you want to go on a bus tour of Greece. Okay. And it's very funny. It's really funny. So anyway, hey, Susie, nice to see you. Hope that Newport weather lasts till next Thursday. Mom and I will be there.
The Caribbean
Princess. How lovely, Maureen. I'm excited to hear how that goes. Yeah, I hope it's a beautiful evening. I've noticed that, at least in Boston, when I've been there, you can have like really chilly days and really just warm, beautiful days. And they can alternate. Yeah. Let's see.
Kathy Mills, Bill Wilkins.
Hey, Kathy. How are you?
Kathy and Bill from Waterloo.
Nice to see you. From Waterloo?
Yeah. Robin Eubank, Marvin Monday.
Marvin Monday. I like that, Robin.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Karen Howard, Dina. There's Jeffrey.
You guys are awesome.
Robin, Kathy. Kathy's coming to us from Facebook.
Thanks, Kathy. Good to see you. Debarkation tour with international friends that included Stonehenge.
Okay.
Highly recommend. You know what? I wish sometime we got to find a nonstop. That's why we always get that 3 p.m. flight home out of Heathrow. But I would really like a later one so that I could go to some other places, you know?
Well, we can go before on this next one.
Well, I know, but there are so many places to go.
I know. We just need to go.
Love Normandy. Actually went there both on a cruise and on a land trip. Oh, thanks for saying that, Sharon. I was looking at the map and thinking how long it will take to get down there and then to try to get to see things. Because the other, we've only been there one other time and we rented a car and drove, which made for a lovely time. But I think it's worth seeing again.
Yeah.
So that's what we're thinking. Yeah.
Russell Ely, Maureen. Robert DeShepard.
Maureen is okay. Hey, you, Robert and Judy, just finished. Oh, thanks. You can replace your luggage wheel. You don't need to replace your luggage. You know, the way ours is, it's like coming out of the suitcase, like it's a hard side and like the whole, like it ripped. That's ours, but you're right. That's a good point, Roger.
The piece that she talked about that got destroyed going to Antarctica, the one that she talked about, when we brought it home, I took off the wheels. I took off the
handle.
The handle. I took off a bunch of stuff and said, I'm going to keep this for parts for the other one, which I could replace the handle because the one we have on the other one is getting stuck.
But that other blue one, it's like the suitcase is tearing where your
the one that the other one that we've talked about, it's not replaceable.
Yeah, but thanks for saying that, Robert. That's a good idea for everyone. Clearly you and Gordon think alike.
The only thing I need to do is find out where I put those parts, because that was 4 years ago.
They're around. Yeah,
they're in the garage.
Yeah,
but the garage is a mess. Okay,
it's not a mess. It just has stuff on the shelves. Oh, you guys are camping code for life. Have a great. Thanks for popping in, you guys. Take good care. Enjoy camping. Oh, hey, Jonathan. I'm going on a Princess Cruise on the Majestic in 21 days. Any recommendation for non-excursion things to do in Juneau? Well, when you come into the cruise port right there, that Mount Roberts tramway is right there, and you can take the tram like up and down. You can also, there's like a lot of hiking right through there, so you could do that. They have like buses that run if you want to go see the Mendenhall Glacier. They have buses that run right there by the like where the cruise ships, that area right there, that you can easily get one. They have a really, I think it's still $2 that you can take a bus out there and back. People run tours from there too. So you have lots of options that you don't have to book. They're cheaper. And then, so then if you take the bus out to Mendenhall, it's the kind of thing where they drop you off, and you can stay there as long as you want, as long as you make sure that you're waiting to be on the last bus, at least on the last bus back. So I think that's a really nice way of seeing things. You can walk along the water there and just take in the whole area. There's the Tracy's Crab Shack place to eat. It's expensive.
It is.
So
but it is good.
Yeah. We didn't have time to go there this time. We were just busy enough. And so we didn't swing through. We ate there last year. And I heard that the crab is like, gosh, one person told me it's like $100 a pound for the Alaskan king crab. Yeah. So I don't know. But there's some things you can do. That's what I would look at doing if it was me. That, like I said, look at the hiking thing and the tram. I think going to see the Mendenhall Glacier is definitely worth it. And if you want to do other things, when you get there, there'll be people selling lots of different tours. They'll be selling whale watching tours,
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and I would comfortably book one of those. You'll be back.
Yeah,
I would.
And even if it isn't $2, if it's up to $4 or whatever for that bus, that's still pretty.
It's still way more affordable.
With the amount of how much gas costs nowadays.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I hope that helps, Jonathan. Yeah.
Yep.
If you have more questions, you can ask. Can't believe 3 lines in 1 year, Jeffrey. Look at you. Stand back. Virgin Voyages, Princess and Celebrity. I'm really excited that when you've done them all, you tell us what you think.
Yes.
Like, who is your favorite?
We want your opinion.
Yeah. When I was at Omaha Beach last year, Larry says they were building a new museum for the 80th anniversary of the land. Oh, thanks for saying that. Yeah. That'll be nice to see. Really nice to see. Thank you.
Sold by Sandy's here.
I'm going to write that down. New museum at Omaha. Okay. Oh, Tom says, I got one passenger on got COVID and was transported to Vancouver. Daughter said it was $1,200 a day in medical bills. What insurance covers that? You know what? I think it's the cruise line insurance. I've been looking at insurance a lot more today with everything going on there. I even submitted a question about it, and I am thinking a lot about insurance and some things I'm going to do differently. But if the passenger on the cruise ship got COVID and they had to take him to Vancouver and be paid for there, I think the cruise ship will pay for it. At least they have in the past. After what just happened with Norwegian, all bets are off, I would say. But I would think that they would. They surely should. Oh.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you, Rhonda. You're so sweet. Thank you.
Oh, good.
So, thanks, Rhonda. Sweet lady, thanks. Thank you. But Tom, and how are you guys doing? I thought about you today and I need to send you a text. So if anybody else has anything else to chime in about that, let us know. Yeah. But I do know that like last year when not everybody, but a lot of people were getting COVID, whether they were up at the lodges and had to stay somewhere or if they became ill enough with COVID, that the cruise line insurance picked it up. So they'll let it go through your primary carrier first. So like if you have like medical insurance that would pay for it, they'll pick it up as a secondary. So they do submit things that way. But I know a lot of people maybe wouldn't have insurance that would cover in Vancouver. But if you do have medical insurance, they would see what they would cover first, and then they would pick up your share. Does that make sense?
Yep. Let's see. Philip says that they did have Stonehenge roped off.
Oh, they did? Yeah. They've changed that a lot, huh? Yeah. I think it would be really cool to be there on the solstice when it lines up right with the sunshine. Juneau a month and a half ago on the Ruby. Oh, you guys took the helicopter to Mendenhall Glacier.
I remember he talked about that.
I remember that too. And you want to know what all I remember now? Because y'all remember probably we had it booked and then I chickened out and we canceled, and it ended up being too much of a rainy day. It wouldn't have gone that day even if we'd have been signed up. But I remember someone on our live said that someone they knew and their fiance, I believe it was, were killed in a helicopter crash in Alaska. And that maybe finished it for me. I don't know, but now I always worry about that. So, Hey, Lucy, on the Discovery right now. Wow. Second day, everything is great. They think we'll see the Northern Lights Tuesday night. Well, let us know. Yeah. How fun is that on the Discovery?
Let's see. Tracy says hi. Let's see. Kathy says hi.
It's good to see you.
Oh, here's Martis Baldicchino.
Hello, from Malta. Well, welcome. Wow. We are going to go to, no, not to Malta. Malta is on my list, though. Everything I have heard, Malta is so beautiful. I'm glad. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. If there's ever anything that you want us to cover, you tell us. And if you have any tips for people coming to Malta on a cruise, let us know, because I didn't list that in my bucket list, but it isn't on my bucket list, very much so. Thanks. Yeah.
I feel the same way about her voice.
Is it relaxing?
Yes.
Oh.
Especially when you're somewhere else and you call me and it's just like, oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Tom
says, hey, how is Carla doing, Tom? If you feel comfortable saying. If you don't want to, I'll text you. And heard back from, you know what, Connie, we messaged him too. Thank you, Connie.
He's on a British Isles cruise.
On the Regal.
Is it the Regal? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same thing. We were like, okay, we're not the only ones. We better check in.
And I didn't dig deeper, and he didn't offer anything about why.
Maybe he just needs time off. Yeah. Sometimes you just need a reset. Yeah. All of us do. So Lori O'Sullivan, hey, it's nice to see you, Lori.
There's Mary talking about her bookings that you helped with today.
Oh, thank you, Mary. Yeah. Mary's going to have an amazing time. She mentioned in our live on Friday night how about taking Cunard over on the transatlantic, and then they're coming with us on our group cruise on the British Isles on the Regal Princess, and then doing a P&O cruise, and then coming back on Cunard. How fabulous is that? That's wonderful, Mary. Really excited. Let's see.
Company.
Oh, Priscilla, hey, nice to see you. How are you doing? So what cruise do you have booked next, Priscilla? And if anybody else wants to say, here's the other thing that I thought would be really fun to talk about.
Oh, is this what you mentioned earlier in your video today?
Did I have something to talk about?
Yes.
So we always think, of going on a cruise. We want to relax. We want to see new places. But I was thinking just about the whole experience of traveling and how it not only helps us to relax, get away from home and do something different, but also how it changes who we are and all the things that we have learned from cruising, learned from meeting other people, learned from places what you've seen, just the whole traveling experience. So I thought it would be really fun if anybody wants to we can comment it on a video. I'll try to remember to invite people tomorrow too, because I know not everyone is able to join us for our lives. Yeah. But put what you really learn and why you think it changes you when you travel. Because I've thought about it, and I think that it has really broadened my horizons, and it has made me way more tolerant, don't you think? Because you just meet so many people, and you see that across the world, predominantly people are good. And they want the same thing for their family that I want for my family. I just want them to be healthy and happy and do what's right, and to do better than I did. And that's like the progress of families and of society and civilization. And most people are like that, and people are kind. And it's good to learn how people do things differently. It informs my thoughts an awful lot. So say what you think, okay? How do you think traveling has changed you?
It's all inspiring. I'm just in awe about, you go somewhere and you're like, wow, I didn't know this existed, or I'd read about this and now it means something to me. I mean, on a slight side, I taught a Sunday school class yesterday of 12-year-olds, and we were talking about really the Acts of the Apostles and Paul. And I got to say to them, oh, I stood in the theater in Ephesus where Paul spoke. I stood on Mars Hill, and I've been...
That's not in Ephesus, that's in Rome.
That in Athens, right.
I mean, Athens.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then in Rome, I've seen the prison where he was kept prisoner.
We did go there.
And so these are things that we've known about all our lives.
Gives context to our thoughts.
Very much so. And so it's the same thing. You read about, fairy tales that you read. Here's Hans Christian Andersen. You read about just all this stuff. And so, it just, like she said, it brings context. It just puts it into perspective. That's where it takes me.
See, you do that better than I do. Thanks, Lav. So anybody else wants to say, go ahead. Becky is drying out in San Diego. And Carrie said, oh, they ran out a bunch of things, including ginger ale on the Koningsdam in March. But they were heading into dry dock. They should have charged a cheaper fare then, if they weren't going to have everything because they were going into dry dock. People were not happy. I know. It's like when he said they were out of Diet Coke, I am like, how do you do that? I noticed too, like just when we were on Holland America at the end of May, when you go up to the bar and you ask for a can of Diet Coke, they just have 12 packs of soda. They hand you the Sprite or the Diet Coke just right out of there. So I feel like when cruise ships run out of this stuff at the next port, they need to be sending people in or making calls ahead to the, the Coca-Cola bottler in that region to say, okay, we need this.
Where is it? Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't mean to beat it. Oh, yes. We heard you all had an earthquake yesterday. You sent it up there by Ojai. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Okay. We're going to blow a little bit. But before we blow, we're going to shake you up.
Gosh. That's amazing, isn't it? You guys have had it.
I don't miss
Hopefully you'll get some sunshine. Yeah. Oh, Rhonda says in Lakeside they had like 2 inches of rain. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, just 1 second, Daniel. I saw this before Gordon clicked that. A little wind, but I am safe and sound. I am so grateful, Rhonda. I am.
I'll text him.
Okay. I was thinking about you. There's a few people I was thinking. Well, I am really glad you're okay, Rhonda. I hope Carlene's okay too. Yeah, I'm glad you're safe. Where's me? Sunny and warm in Juneau. Nice to see you, Ruth. Thanks for the report. I hope you guys are having a nice time. Oh, Daniel's watched My Life in Ruins. You'll see, I don't advocate everything they do in there, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need comic relief. Oh, he's going on the eclipse. I'm excited to hear what you think about that. Really, Jeffrey, I'm excited. And if you're going to do... tell us which, if you end up doing any specialty dining, what you end up doing. I haven't done, is it the Petite Chef? I can't remember. The one that like they show images, from up above. So it shows up on your plate and on your table. Haven't done that yet. To me, I don't find that very entertaining. But the Murano was really good. So I'm excited to hear what you think. Let's see. Oh, Carrie, he's going back to Greece 6 weeks away. Gosh, can I just hitch a ride?
We missed it this year. Yeah.
I could use some Greece in my life. So we'll just go watch the movie again. Let's see. Enjoy it for me too, would you, Carrie? Major heat coming in here tomorrow, so you're going north. Oh, that's a good idea, Bruce. I hope you're safe.
Yeah.
I really worry about people in the heat. Oh, Maureen knows the movie too. She says it's the same actress from A Big Fat Greek Wedding, which we should all remember is coming out September 8th. Yeah, Maureen's right. You're going to have a great cruise. Kathy says, I'm a Carnival cruiser, princess only once, but seems unlikely that the main dining room and buffet food is better on Carnival. However, you'll have a lot of included options on your celebration cruise that are great. Thanks for saying that, Kathy. And what is the one who makes the hamburgers that are so good? I'll remember and tell you. I'm really anxious to try that. It's a celebrity that makes the hamburgers.
The guy with the white hair, the diners and drive-ins.
No, it'll come to me. Sorry. Been on the Norway cruise.
Guys Burgers.
Oh, is it Guys Burgers? Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks. Going to Iceland on the island. Wow.
You're gonna love it. We loved it.
You're on the sky right now. Oh, how fun going to Iceland. Well, that bodes well that like the Wi-Fi, the internet's working good enough to stream a video. That's awesome. Yeah. Gosh, we're excited for you. Let us know how it goes. I hope you get to go to all your ports. Let's see. Hank says, oh, hey, hi there, Hank. How are you? Just back from a last-minute New Amsterdam, Alaska cruise. Good weather, good food, lots of wildlife and glaciers. 2,100 passengers on one of their small ships. Well, I am really glad you got to go. There's a lot of drop and go rates. I noticed even like in like for Mediterranean cruises for like October.
Oh, really?
Well, we're already there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we can't go. But October and November, there's really good drop and go rates on Princess. Yeah. So if anybody needs, hey, I'm just asking because I've looked.
And I would like to say, you know, we have these cruises that we anticipate months and months in advance, years even. But to do that kind of a thing, and we've done that a couple of times where it's like, let's go on a cruise next month, and off we go. Yeah. It's just a nice little shot of just
fun,
exhilaration, and fun.
No, I'm glad you got to go.
I'm glad, just going on a last minute one, take advantage of it while you can.
Yeah, Carrie said he would like to see Juno Beach next time in Normandy. Omaha beach was very emotional for me. I hear ya. I thought so too, Carrie. I don't think we didn't go to Juno Beach, did we?
No, we went to Omaha and we went
to Utah Beach.
Yeah.
And we went over to Pondoke. Yeah, some other places.
Hold on.
So get us back, honey bunny. Oh, thank you, Russell.
Thank you very much.
We'll be on it in late October. Thank you, Russell.
Oh, and I forgot to point out
on
the other one that
I'm really excited to sail out of New York too. I should say that I was so worried about I've quit worrying about having to go late by myself. Thank you all. Y'all make me quit worrying so much. So thank you. But I am really excited for the sail away, so excited for the sail away. So mark your calendar, September 16th to I'll let you know when it gets closer because I can't remember what time we're leaving, but I'll tell you so we can see.
Which would be New York Eastern time.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention when Rhonda did it, it's the Let's Go Travel Tips Luggage Fund.
Thank you. We're going to need that.
Yeah. All right. Jumping back to where we were. Jump.
Thanks, you guys. You're so nice. Thank you very, very much. We love AIG. Hey, Sandy. It has great coverage. I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what? It made me go back. Everything with this insurance thing. And if any of you haven't watched, everybody's talking about it, Omaha Beach and the American Cemetery had me speechless. Sharon, I am with you. It's just so humbling to stand there and even try to consider what they were like. I don't know. I don't care what anybody says. They were the greatest generation in my book. Yeah. They're so brave. So brave.
And many of us, our parents were involved in that.
Yeah, Gordon's dad was. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Ramesh. Yeah, he's working on it. And like we said, we're going to do Antarctica next. And I didn't even see, on my phone, I usually look at YouTube on my phone. It's not updating content, so I can't see which videos you all put up.
Oh.
So we'll work on that.
Squeaked that one by, didn't I?
But
I had 5 videos I put up.
Oh, good, sweetheart.
So one of them was a redo of Angela Rio's concert in high definition, because the one we did, I did it while we were cruising, and it took an hour and a half to 2 hours to do it.
With the lower resolution.
But it was a lower resolution. So I went ahead and did a high resolution. And I know a lot of people watch it more just to listen to it, and that's why I wasn't too concerned about it right away. But now it's got high definition.
But we're already making plans to go next year.
Yeah.
Like already I said to we got to go.
Yeah.
We got to go.
And I'm this close to getting my 360 video finished on that one as well. And that one will pop up this Sunday as well. I'm working on Antarctica right now. I've got 2 of them started, and I'm hoping to get maybe 4 done, 5 if I can't get the 5th one, then I'll just relink to the one the 360 that I already did. Say, hey, take a look at this one. It counts.
Anyway, thanks for saying that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. I did the 2 Sound of Musics, the highlights, and the full bus tour. The full bus drive out to Chesky Krumlov, and then the 18-minute tour of the castle.
Well, and you know what? That bus ride out to Chesky Krumlov, you maybe look at the video and think, oh no, that's going to be boring. But we had the best tour guide. He talked and told so much history and everything about the area that we thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It went really the bus drive seemed really fast because he was talking the whole time.
And again, it's one of those things where you grow up and you hear about the Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia as we knew it. And, to us, that was the Iron Curtain. We couldn't do anything about getting there. And here we are getting to go there. And it's just,
it was amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, just absolutely amazing. And the way he talked about how here we just drove across the border the same way we do now, driving from Utah to California. You just go one state to state.
There's another state in there. You have to go through Nevada.
Yeah, I know. And Arizona. You get a little quarter right there. But
just didn't want anybody to think we were skipping.
But just that's when I fall asleep, is when we're going through those other 2 states.
I usually drive there. Yeah. So anyway, thank you. We really enjoyed.
All right, deep breath. I'll come back here.
Let's see. Okay. All right. We really enjoyed that. Yeah. We'll be on the Caribbean Princess from Quebec on the 29th. Oh, I am so excited. Tell me about it. Tell us about it when you're there. I hear that Quebec is like Paris, just like a little Paris.
We need to go.
So we have to get there sometime. Yeah. I don't know about you, but if I ever spend $60,000 on a cruise, I'll be purchasing insurance. I cannot believe people didn't get insurance. But it goes, you know what? I think people don't know. I honestly think that there are people, if they haven't cruised before and they don't have somebody telling them, I don't think they know. Yeah. And on top of that, what did Jeffrey say?
Same thing.
No insurance, but you can imagine flying from Carolina to the West Coast to catch a cruise on the same day. No, I can't imagine that either. And it begs the thing of and it's a really hard thing because, we always think if you call and ask someone at the company, they're going to tell you how it is and give you good advice. Clearly, they didn't get good advice. No. Whose idea? But, with Norwegian, whenever you when you make flights with them, you have to ask for a deviation if you want to go on, if you don't want to go so that you arrive on the day of the cruise, that the cruise sails, or if you don't want to fly home on the day that the cruise gets back, that you disembark, you have to ask for a deviation. Sometimes they usually cost. And so that's part of the process. And too, if you go to book your Princess Easy Air flights, I like that they have you put in the day you want to arrive, arriving on. I think that helps people.
Yeah.
But still, a lot of times if you're going far away, it doesn't always, it doesn't say, oh, you should come a day early.
Well, and again, we did 13 cruises with the Easy Air before we had an issue. And it was this makes sense. I can change it. I can.
But we always went a day early, except for our very first cruise.
Yes.
We flew to Seattle the same day.
Yeah. And again, we didn't know.
No, we didn't know. We didn't know. We didn't know. We just thought, oh, it's Salt Lake to Seattle. Okay, we'll get up and go.
2 hours.
Yeah. We shouldn't have done that. We were glad. That's good. We were okay. So
and so we're very appreciative to everybody's input because
very much so.
We still don't know everything. Well, I'm getting close. But we just don't know it all.
It's not. We don't live by a long shot.
No.
Let's see. Oh, Sharon says they did a day on your own on our cruise. We never got there on a car trip. It was close to Le Havre. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Good.
Rick Henning says hi.
Hi there, Rick. We haven't seen you for a spell. Maybe you've been here. We just haven't seen you. It's good to see you. Have you with us.
They're just jumping in here like crazy tonight.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Thank you very much. There it is. Thank you from Australia. Oh, another one. a
We're
lot.
going to get back to where we were.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Think of questions. Okay. Yeah.
We did that. We did that. Traveling Trish. Hi.
Oh, it's so nice to see you.
Are they
Hi,
done?
Trish.
Are you guys off?
Yeah, they're back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loved everything you put up.
You did. They were just on the Royal Princess up in Alaska.
Fantastic.
Said they had now see, they were the ones that I mentioned that Princess did such an amazing job for their anniversary that their cabin steward did. So, and Trish, I told them to go look at your channel. So if you all haven't, go look at Traveling Trish Thiel, subscribe while you're there. But she has the best video up about how the cabin steward like put a big heart on the bed, and just you gotta see it. Yeah. It's beautiful, and it was really, really nice of them.
We're glad you had a wonderful time.
We are, especially after the last Princess cruise.
Yes,
makes me really happy.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I had to use my insurance on my last cruise. And the cruise ship insurance paid. Still waiting for the trip interruption check, but medical was just reimbursed.
Okay.
I am really glad. Super glad. Hopefully, the other one will be right along, Sharon.
Yeah. Well, see, Lori said she got COVID on the ship and they paid her.
Thank you.
So,
for if you get sick. Thanks, Lori. That's what I thought.
We were so bummed. From Trish.
I am so sorry. See, you were going to be brave and do the helicopter tours. It just means you have to save up and go again sometime, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go. I don't know. I can't tell if I'm going to ever be brave enough for that, but. Oh, Sandy says they flew a seaplane over the glaciers to Taku Lodge. Oh my goodness. I bet that was fabulous.
Had a great time, yeah.
Wow. Good for you. That's
great. Here we go.
Malta is very pretty and found good gummy candy there. Oh, now that's the secret to having a good day. Yeah, I just opened my little bag of the last. They have this really good like licorice and gummy candies in Iceland. So I brought a couple of extras home, and today was the day that I opened the last one, and they're not very big. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Sue.
I really appreciate it. I'm about to cry here.
I know. Guys, thanks. Overwhelmed.
This is. We're coming up on our second anniversary of doing lives.
Are we?
Yes.
That's great.
Less than a month. Well, just a couple of weeks.
Thanks. Yeah. So, thanks for coming, all of you.
This means so much to us. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, Petite Sherry, I appreciate that. Traveling always humbles me. I have a more profound sense of gratitude. No, you go and you look and you think, how did I get to live where I live and have what I have? Very much so. Makes you more committed to sharing it, doesn't it? Very much so. Yeah. Eat Van City. Nice to have you with us. What sort of backup plans do you fall back on when excursions are very unpredictable, like in Alaska? Well, so what I would do is like with the weather, is that what you're thinking?
Especially like if you want to do a helicopter and it's just gonna
it's out. You know what? Just make sure that you know what to do in each port. So like in Juneau, like if it does fall through that you can't go on your helicopter, know that like right there close in the port area there, you can pick up tours. You can go up, you can get people that will take you like on the whale watching ones. You can get people, I've noticed, that will take you on a hike. They'll take you. We should look for my footage that I took of that.
Of which one?
Of like in Juneau, like of the different tours that like, how they have that place where stuff's for sale. Just know that like if that falls through, you can go there. If your helicopter falls through or it is so pouring down rain that you don't want to hike a long ways, know that you can get that bus out to Mendenhall, because the area there is small enough and you can use an umbrella and still get to see the glacier, see the lake, go to the visitor center, which is a really nice visitor center. Just have some stuff like that in mind that you can do. Like in Ketchikan, like look at the map of the city before you go. Know that you can walk up to, is it Creek Street? I think it is there in Ketchikan. Just those, and in Ketchikan, when you get off the ship as well, there are people that are selling excursions there that you can do for the day. Just kind of think about things like that is what I would like to think of. And then it's like the time, I know this is a different location, but when we were in Puerto Vallarta, we started on an excursion and it wasn't going to be what we were hoping for. And so we just cut our losses early. Mm-hmm. And in that place, we knew that we could either get a taxi back to the ship at the very worst, but then the hop on, hop off bus was right there. But we quit while we were still in a central area of town before they got us out in the middle of nowhere. And we were just kind of stuck. But so think about things like that too. if things are running downhill fast and you're where you can let the tour, and we let the tour guide know. We just said we've changed our mind. We didn't tell her that we had it, that we didn't like it. We just said we changed our plan, so don't count on us anymore, because we didn't want her to keep counting and think we were missing. Yeah. So
and that turned out to be a fantastic, fun thing. Day. So I just put up a link to our video of when we went on the Majestic 2 years ago in Juneau, where you did pan and show all those.
Okay, and we'll look this year, because this year I did 2 again.
Yeah, I'll get the latest.
Well, no, because like 2. Okay, that showed them empty, right?
Yes, but it showed them.
Because in 2021 they weren't really doing that, because that was August, plus it was the restart. But now, like, you see those. Gordon put it up. There are people there when you get off the ship selling all sorts of excursions. Yeah. So if the one that you have on you can't do, when we went there, was it in 2021?
What's that?
When we were going to go out to the Sawyer Glacier and the boat broke down. Yeah. So that one, that was a little bit harder year because nobody was selling excursions independently. And in Juneau, don't plan on getting a taxi.
No.
And so
anytime.
So we ended up just walking around the town then, because they weren't running everything like they are now. So that was a really more unusual year. So just thought I would point that out. It was really unusual that they weren't doing things. So most places will sell, and definitely in Alaska they do. In Skagway, there are people selling excursions there too. So just look forward to that. Oh, Judah, thank you.
Judah.
All of you, thank you. Thank you, Judah. Thanks. You guys are amazing too. You're definitely amazing. So thank you very, very much.
Okay, so that ends up the discussion on the backup.
Yeah, and if anybody has other things they do, put it in. But like everywhere, we like when I go on the Emerald Princess in the middle of September, I've been looking up all sorts of stuff so that if one thing falls through, then I at least know what to do to try to look at or see how else to see stuff. And I would hope that in those parts they will also sell excursions. I'm just trying really hard to go and learn as much as I can to tell people that, because I haven't been on a cruise there yet. So whenever I have the pleasure of booking a cruise for someone, I know exactly what to say, so I can tell, like I have in my mind what it looks like, because then it's good. It's easier to give good advice and tell people what to think of.
Yeah.
So. Do you have any suggestions on tour companies in Athens and Rome? We're doing a 14-day med on Princess, September 19th. Oh my goodness. With 3 nights pre in Athens and post in Rome. So if I go, so in Athens, I think the tour guide does tours in Athens as well, but PK Travel, like the letter, and I don't get anything from anybody, just so you know, like we have taken these tours and loved them. Yes. So P like Paul, K like ketchup, travel, just look them up. We did a tour with them. They do it for people on cruise ships and people not on cruise ships. Thank you, Myra. Thank you. Very, very, thank you. And give Sheldon my love to you, would you? And my love to you too. Thanks, Myra. So anyway, so PK Travel, they will pick you up at the port. If anyone is going on a cruise there, they'll pick you up and drop you off there like your own private car. But also, if you're just in town and you want someone to take you anywhere, like they'll take you down to the Corinth Canal or out to see whatever it is you want. But they do excellent tours in Athens as well. And so know that is when you look at their website, they'll have like a set, some of their tours you'll read and you'll be like, oh, they take you here, here, and here. Well, if you want to go here and here, but you don't want to go here and you want to go somewhere else, just tell them.
Yeah, they'll customize it.
Because when we did it, we had like a whole day and we had them pick us up. Like we were off right as soon as they put that gangway down, we were off. And we had them, if you want them, they'll get your tickets to the Acropolis, which is really good because they're starting to time entries there so that it's not so crowded. So you can ask them and they'll just get them, and they didn't charge us extra for that. They charged us the amount of the tickets. Yeah. But excellent. Like our tour guy, he talked the whole time, told us history, philosophy, everything. It was very, very interesting. Yeah. So that's who I would recommend in Athens. And then truly in Rome, I would say the tour guy is very good. We've done several of his. And then there's Dark something tour. Dark, maybe. Let me look.
She'll look it up.
They do the one that does the really
Dark
early.
City?
No.
No?
I'll find it here.
I got to tell you, the guy in Athens, apparently he'd lived in Japan for a little bit, so he knew Japanese. I'd never heard Japanese with a Greek accent before.
It was really fun.
It was,
and he was the nicest guy.
Really nice. Yeah, master's degree, and they all have to have.
In those, like in those countries, you have to be a tour guide. You don't just say I'm a tour guide. You have to know a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see, entry tour. Okay, I'll find it. If I don't see it right here, you can send me an email and I'll find it for you, or remind me and I'll say it in my tour.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's okay. So hang on. It's City Wonders. I would not give a blanket okay to City Wonders tours on everything. We had one that we did of the Coliseum, and they were very disorganized. And then they had a tour guide not show up. And then instead of having another tour guide come, they just combined us. And the one tour guide we were left with was terrible. So I wouldn't suggest them for anything other than the early entry to the Vatican, because you get into the Sistine Chapel when nobody else is there. And if you've ever been, that's a super big deal. And then you can spend the rest of the day in the Vatican, and it doesn't cost that much more than your tickets to the Vatican would cost.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say. That's a City Wonders tour. And if you want me to help you find it.
That was why when she asked me, and I said,
Roman
I
guy,
don't have to go to the Coliseum again. It wasn't the Coliseum. It was the tour. The
Roman guy and the tour guy are like the same people when you're looking at tour guides.
Yeah.
But we've done several with the tour guy, the Roman guy. They've all been excellent, every single one.
Yeah. And then they took us across the street into the Roman Forum, and we kind of left them at that point, because they were going to be walking around a whole bunch of places and
with the bad tour.
Yeah. And so we were like, okay, we're in the Roman Forum now.
But we had done that with the tour guy before, the Roman guy, same thing. And they did an excellent job at the forum. So you're welcome, Sophia. We'll be on the Ruby next month, our third cruise this year, then on her again in November for the Panama Canal.
Nice.
We're really excited for you, Sophia. That's great.
Susie's going to be on Holland America in a month, Oceania and Royal Caribbean next year. Earlier
this year. How fun is that? Good job.
PK Travels.
Oh, you did them too. Great. See, that makes me glad you've done them too. Robin, we tend to like each other. Like her. Thanks. We're sticking together. Let's see. Robin says she did her first cruise on the Majestic last month. I remember you saying you were going.
Yeah.
How fun. And she's got a Virgin cruise booked in February. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Isn't it just like this whole new world?
Yeah.
And like a whole new way to see the world too, and meet so many nice people. I really like it.
Yeah.
I think you do meet a lot more people by going on a cruise than you do just like flying into somewhere and getting your rental car or getting on the train and going. Although, people were really talkative to us. They were really nice when we were on the train, like from Budapest to Vienna and then Vienna to Salzburg. Like lots of people talked to us. Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah. And
you'll have to compare notes with Jeffrey on the Virgin.
I thought you were going to say it's all because you had too much luggage.
I'm not saying a word.
Not a word.
No.
So someday you need to show us your YouTube studio. Okay, Jeffrey.
You got a wall over there and a wall over there.
We'll have to show you the whole thing. We need to straighten up a little bit over there. Yeah. One of our sons, though, they have their permanent house now, though, the one that just got done with medical school. So we can give him a bunch of his books and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we're hoping to expand here soon.
Yeah. Let's see. Is it confirmed that you can no longer order room service from your TV on board? Okay. So Eat Van City. I don't know.
We've heard people that have tried. It's been posted on Facebook. A number of places they say it's not showing up on the TV.
And there you go.
Yeah. So you got to either use the app or the phone.
You know what? I bet you they're doing that just to make it so that you have to use your app or you have to pay. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Patty. How are you? It is sure nice to see you. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm a little late. Glad to be here. We're glad to have you with us. Crown Princess to Alaska on Friday. It's going to be glorious. Good. I'm just sure of it.
Yeah.
It's a great time to go. The Scarlet Lady. Oh, that's the ship you're going to go on. How fun. Oh, I like your shirt, honey. So Carla, does still not have sight in her right eye, treating with powerful
Fungal
eye drops. Infection is getting better, but still clouded over.
Ouch.
You get it from plants after the injury. Oh, I am so sorry, Tom. I hope it gets all the way better. I hope it clears up.
Now, see, Sailor 365 saying you should be, but
yeah, we've always been able to ever since they did the medallion thing. But Gordon says
we didn't try it this last one.
That's true. We didn't. I just used my phone.
Or did I dig into? We will dig into it next month and report back on what happens with the Island Princess.
Well, I can tell you next month about the Emerald Princess in September.
And she will tell you sooner from the Emerald Princess.
Yeah, I'll look and see.
I keep forgetting about that cruise.
It's because you can't come. So, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people, Sailor 365, they've said you can't. So I just figured they were tightening it up. I don't know if it's like to save on drinks or if it's just because they either want you to use the phone or the app. Panama Canal on the island in April, Becky. That's fun. And the Coral Princess, Alaska, May 2025. I love they're having the Coral Princess stay up here and do some things because she's been down under for quite a while. So it's good that they think she can. They're running some other cruise. I remember the first time I was at the Coliseum in Rome and touched the walls. You know, it is overwhelming, isn't it, Larry? You just think of like where you're standing and like everything that happened there. It's extraordinary. It's extraordinary. It's still standing, right? And that you can go touch it. The best souvenir is a broader perspective. That's true. That is what he says, isn't it? And I think it's true. Yeah. And yep, we caught that one from Petite Sherry. I appreciate that. Oh, it is. It's isn't it just the coolest thing when you get to experience things? See, you said it very well. Good job, love. It's a good thing we're together. They ran out of Diet Coke on 2 of my cruises. How do you do that in this year? Huh? How do you do that?
Yeah.
Now I really am not going to buy a drink package. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mark. You are absolutely right. It's a testament of our enduring need for exploration and understanding. You're right. I think if everybody understood each other, or even maybe just tried, wouldn't the world be a better place?
Well, and when we were on the Coral Princess in Antarctica, I love the way the captain said, "What do you call us?
Intrepid explorers."
Yes. Just that was fun.
Yeah, he did. But thanks for saying that, Mark. It is. That's one of the main reasons too. The history and the beauty of faraway places. Yeah, that you never even knew about. You ran out of Diet Coke on the Enchanted. Who's in charge of like supplies? Do you think Princess will ever get Coke Zero? You know what, Sandy? When we have been on them in Europe, they have Coke Zero. So somebody said it the other day, and maybe you guys, I'm thinking you probably all know this, but over in Europe, they have Coke Light and Coke Zero. They don't have generally our regular Diet Coke. Interestingly, when we were on the Island Princess, they had regular Diet Coke when we got cans.
They did, yeah.
Which I was really pleased about. Jeffrey likes Coke Zero too. Coke Zero to me is okay if you don't have anything else, but I prefer the Coke Light or the Diet Coke. But so I think it just must be like where they get supplies and how long they have it on the ship.
Yeah.
But I was a little bit surprised that by the beginning of July, that far into the cruise, they had Diet Coke, because usually they don't. At least when we've been on before, they don't. But,
and Lori says Coke Zero in Antarctica. So
it's Coke Zero in South America. It is. Yeah.
And Sharon says that her husband would swim to shore to go get the Diet Coke.
Well, I'll go with him. A bit of weather report from the pier camera from White Rock, BC pier camera. The sun is shining, which means the smoky air is clearing. Oh, that's wonderful news, isn't it?
Yeah.
My mother packed us up each summer. It was an extension of our education, made history classes more interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Very much. So we used to take our kids on road trips a lot.
We did. Yeah.
We did. They saw a lot. We've been to a lot of museums with them, a lot of places.
How many different SR-71s have we seen?
I think all the ones in the U.S. that are in a museum or in or parked somewhere. Yeah.
In fact, our youngest son went on a trip without us one time with his aunt and uncle, and they walked into this hotel that had this art, and he was pointing out,
like,
that's this, and this. And he reported back to us about that. And our daughter, who's an art historian, he's been listening.
We just
He's
didn't
actually paying attention.
Yeah. So anyway. You can pre-order it at cost to your stateroom or bring your own on board. What was Sandy asking about?
Probably the Coke.
Well, I want to know now.
Well, they were talking about Coke and stuff.
Oh yeah, you can order canned Coke, or you can bring some, or you can order, but to run out is like. Sandy, I put on every survey. Please get Coke Zero and real chocolate milk. That's a good thing to put on the survey.
I would have a hard time.
I'm a little surprised they don't get the different cans. If they're gonna, if they're wanting to attract families and really do all that, they got to kick it up. Mm-hmm. You have to start having that.
Yeah.
I've learned there are many right ways to live an honorable right. You're absolutely right. Absolutely. Yeah. Maybe I should have said honorable. I don't want you stealing. I don't want you. And you have to be like a productive member of society in my book. Yeah. Enjoyed your Sound of Music. Oh, Tracy, did you like it? I find that traveling gives me a different perspective on the places I visit. They're often very different than what I thought before I traveled there. That's a really good point. Yep. It's true.
Francis in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Hi there. Good to have you with us.
Tani says, lots of people complain about everything. Oh, yeah.
You're absolutely right. It's that thing you got to keep a perspective. Yeah. Like we complain about running out of Diet Coke, but we're on a ship. It's that thing of like separating your expectations and what they really should do with like, well, I'm happy to be here today, Yeah. Absolutely. Thanks, Connie.
Yeah. Sailor 365 says real chocolate milk. Cruising Jeffrey says hot chocolate. Lori talks about Guy's Burgers.
I feel like the hot chocolate has really changed too while I'm complaining about things that are that I shouldn't be complaining about. It used to be really, really good, and now it's just not. Where do they find the chocolate cows? They're all the brown ones.
It's the brown ones. That's exactly. The brown ones give the chocolate milk. Don't you know?
Any other questions? I'm teasing. Yeah.
I've known that since we were kids. Come on, when my brother told me.
Disney Wonder and the Norwegian Jewel just sailed out for Alaska, and I could watch them go today. The smoke must be clearing. Good. I'm glad they got on their way. That's just great. Just want to say hi. Hi there, Vin.
We are glad you are safe. Oh. Simi Valley.
We saw that and we're like, oh my gosh, that is a lot all at once. Yes. And when Gordon told me about it, he's like, I'm like, how strong was it? And he said 5.1. I was like, oh, they felt it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bring back the real Love Boat dessert. Now that imposter they're serving now, I know it's just not really the same thing, is it? It kind of goes with like starting to charge for Alfredos. Like if they wanted to charge for dining menu, take Alfredos away and put in something else, right? Or the same thing is with the dessert. Take it away if you don't want to make it anymore, but don't call something else that.
Call it what it is.
Why can't adults get real chocolate milk? They wanted to charge me on one cruise. Oh, they did want to charge you? Wow. I don't know. Got an email today with $50 per person cruises coming up. Wish we were closer to the ports. How fun is that? Yeah. Well, and I should always remind everybody, if you're looking those are inside. Those are guaranteed. That's just the cruise fare portion, but still, that's really nice. Oh my goodness. I was wondering if you guys were around, Sean and Ilana. Sure is nice to see you. You guys are awesome. Yeah. Thanks for popping in. We miss you.
Judith is here from Memphis.
Thanks. We should just schedule a call with them and say, hey, been busy booking lately. Have 2 Carnival cruises booked. Really? And one on Princess, the Mardi Gras, the Horizon, and the Emerald Princess.
Nice.
Well, Paul, we're excited for you. I'm excited to hear. Where are you going? I guess if I had memorized where those ships were all going, I would know. The Emerald, are you going to
Panama
New
Canal
England,
or New England?
Yeah. It's really fun. Yeah, I'm excited to try this Carnival. How far into a la carte pricing do you think Princess will go in the future? Will that affect if you cruise? You know what I think? I think that the more a la carte pricing they do, I do think that the gap is narrowing a lot between like Viking and Princess. I think that's narrowing a lot. Maybe it's just because I've been looking at Viking more, but it is narrowing. By the time you look at like how much a Viking cruise costs, and you look at the excursions, they include really great excursions and all these other things. And then you look at how much you're going to pay on a Princess cruise, and then you're going to add on like excursions. I think it's pretty close, and all the food is included, and it's good food from what I've heard. You don't have to pay for any of that. I don't know. I think they're going to go further, if you want my opinion. I do. I guess we'll all see.
Yeah.
Huh?
But I would still think that they would still keep a lot in the main dining room still available.
Well, I would think so, but I could easily see them like having a section of the buffet that costs, or certain things in the buffet costing.
Oh,
I really do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, or like having, because right now, it didn't used to be that in the main dining room you always had the option to order like the lobster and a certain cut of meat.
Right.
You can order that every night now. I bet the day is coming where we're going to see 1 or 2 extra entrees that are going to cost. So if you want to have that, you can have it. Otherwise, you have to have the other stuff. That's just where I think we're going, just with how much they're charging now. My father was a baton. Oh my goodness, death march survivor.
Amazing.
All the servicemen and women of World War II are true heroes. They are.
Yeah.
They are. And like I said, do we have? I'm sure we have. There's a lot of people that have that inner strength and are remarkable like that, but I feel like we don't see them as often. And it's probably, maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Really enjoyed the Sound of Music tour. Oh, you're welcome. We just had the funnest day. Well, on the Royal, you booked in Australia and New Zealand, January 23rd. They'll only let you give it to the one who booked on you during the cruise. Oh, thank you, Trish. That's okay. I'm really excited that you get to go on January 23rd again. That'll be awesome. Yeah. Good for you. And that's just around the corner. Yeah.
Back on the Sound of Music, we should have taken, maybe we got a picture of the food, but we would have posted that on Facebook. But boy, that
little
brat, that was good.
It was really good. Yeah. When if you go to Salzburg and you're going on that Sound of Music tour, there's this little kiosk thing that sells like brats and sauerkraut on a bun. It's really good. It's really good. It's really good.
Not expensive either.
Oh, thanks, Lori. I know. We just can't not be home, Ben. Yeah. Booked on January 2025 on the Sapphire. Been wondering if I should save my pennies for an expedition ship.
If that's something you'd like to do.
Judith, if you want to go, you should go. I don't know. I was going to say Atlas Cruises. They often run specials without a solo supplement. And going on the Hurtigruten, like magnificent.
Yeah.
They cost more, but you get to go. Yeah. You get to go on Antarctica and you get to get in those Zodiacs and be on the water, like with the whales right there. I don't know. I would like to do that. I don't know if we'll ever be able to, but I would like to.
Yeah.
So
Thomas says hi.
Hey, Thomas. How are you? Good to see you.
Traveling Trish is wondering, any tips for New Zealand?
Oh, we love scenery and mountains.
We understand.
If anybody could throw anything in here, that has done that. When you go to those fjords, what is that called? It starts with an M.
I don't know. Haven't looked at it enough. Yeah.
We'll have to. I'll ask for New Zealand tips in my video, Trish, since we haven't been there yet. Oh, hi, Bill. It's good to see you. And Renee, thanks. We are having a good start to our week so far. I hope you guys are too. Would love to go to Antarctica, but the fear. Oh, you know what? Then you have to do Evan City. Just go on Lake Princess. They don't have Zodiacs. You don't have to worry.
You don't.
But you see a lot. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. It is in no way second rate. You don't get off. You don't get in the Zodiac or step on Antarctica, but it's glorious. It is magnificent. And you know what? There's some people like you, if that scares you, like why have stress on your cruise? Just go on a ship that doesn't do that, and then you don't have to even worry about it. Yeah.
Had a coworker today ask me if we were able to look over the edge of the earth when we got to Antarctica.
Did you say, well, yeah?
And I said, yeah, we saw the other side last month when we were up in Iceland. We've been both ends.
Yeah. Let's see. No palm trees, Jeffrey. Yeah.
Vancouver has.
You'll have to tell us
had palm trees.
You'll have to tell us if Virgin Voyages have palm trees. Hey, Sue, how are you? Just got back from a sled ride excursion in Skagway. Oh, lucky you. I hope you had the best time. She loves the puppies. Thanks, Sue. She's on the Crown Princess that left late, and then they missed Sitka because they got away late from, remember when did you guys remember I told you there was like a faulty fuel barge and then they had to switch around? She's on that ship, and they did indeed have a beautiful day at the Hubbard Glacier. So that's nice. It made up for that. Yeah. Let's see, 2 ports on our upcoming cruise where we'll be meeting family. Nice. What time do you think you could get off the boat? Oh, Bill, you know what? I bet it's like right when, like, if it says you'll be in port from 7 to 5 or whatever, pretty close to 7, I've noticed, and sometimes even early. So if you're ready a minute early, you can hop off.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's a tender port, that's a little harder. But
yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
But be down there ready to get your ticket for the tender right away. Yeah. First cruise in years was in 2020. I didn't realize we flew in on the day of until the night before. Never again.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, yeah. What are we doing?
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
The 19 Easy Air with no problems. Air Canada was late, but I got reimbursed. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. We received our medallion package today after waiting.
Yay.
Yay. I'm glad you got it, Yuki. Let's see. I'm driving to Port Canaveral, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. He lives in Central Florida near Tony and Jenny. Oh, how fun.
Just catch a ride with them next time.
Yeah. I just want to live in Florida so we can go all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. And someone mentioned down here that, yes, Tony and Dawn did New Zealand in January. So check out them.
They had a lot of bad weather, though.
But yeah, they didn't make it
really
to
bad.
I thought about that when you asked that, and I'm like, well, they didn't make it there.
I felt really bad for them. Yeah. Yeah. Going to Reykjavik, Iceland, and visiting that church. Stopped by Cafe Loki for rye bread ice cream. Oh,
wow.
The cafe is about a half a block from the church. Oh, thank you, Diane. When we were in Reykjavik, we visited a church, but I'm not sure it was the Hallgrim Kirkja church. So that's a fun thing to know. Rye bread ice cream. Recommendations for St. John, New Brunswick. Cutting there on the Emerald in October. So, Kenny, I'm going to go there in September, and I will tell you how my excursion is. Okay, I'm going to go on one that takes you to see a manor there. Can you remember the name of it?
It's on Minster Island.
And then also that takes us to see the state park. Is that right? That where the tides come and go?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, Kenny, how it goes. But that's kind of, St. John is really popular for the tides and everything. And they've got different places where you can go see that and then other stuff. So yeah. So I'm just going to go do that. But I would definitely say do something to see how the tides work or the area where it comes and goes. I'm really excited to see that. Oh, you're welcome, Drish. You're awesome.
Yeah, I hope you got a lot of views on the videos you're putting up.
I know. Hey, Tammy, nice to see you. Good evening. Yeah, and I told everybody Trish had a suite there, and she's got a good tour of it up. Because sometimes you want to know what your room looks like. I always take the insurance through Princess website. Is that sufficient and considered good insurance, or would you suggest an independent insurance company? Oh, see, this is a can of worms. I think that overall they have really good insurance. The only part that really worries me, and I even sent in a question to just get a little bit more clarification, because I have read, especially after today, I have read through a whole bunch of the information about it. If you book your flights with Princess Easy Air, and then you can't go on your cruise, I think that they cover the amount for your flights, but I don't know how much they consider that it is coverable for that, right? And so I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'm going to try to get a little bit better answers on some things, and maybe people with personal experience can speak up and say. But I have really liked the approach that we have taken lately of booking our own flights, and let me tell you why. It is because we, not only because we're in control of our flights and we know that we're ticketed and that kind of thing, but also because we know that if we don't go or if we cancel, we get e-credits for our flights.
Right.
And if we really want to make sure we get our money back, then when we're buying the tickets, we just check that little box for insurance, which is never that expensive, and in comparison to the price. And then if anything happens and we can't take the flight, we just get the money back on our credit card. Right. So I really like that approach better than dealing with the cruise lines. I noticed in that in the story that accompanied the story about that family that lost their $60,000 pretty much, other than the $2,500 that they got back. They talked about that other lady who her cruise was like $11,000, and that's a whole different thing. But she got back, how much did she get back?
$500 each
yeah, like
flight.
$500, because that's the amount that they deemed as refundable. So I don't know how they always decide how much is refundable. Does that make sense? Yeah. So yeah, that's just me.
And we've gone with an insurance policy,
but we're
simply
not
because of how often we go.
Yeah, but we're not insurance brokers.
No.
So we can't give insurance. But I would just say, like, read through things. I know that if you have Princess Insurance and you book your flights separately, they don't cover your flights, of course. They just cover your cruise.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you have to be careful about why you don't go. Like the lady in the story, they just decided that they probably wouldn't get there, and they didn't go. And so they could have gone and maybe joined the cruise a little bit later. There's all these different scenarios you don't really know, but you can't just decide to not go and expect to get your money back. Yeah.
Hopewell Rocks.
Nice. Hopewell Rocks. Oh,
that's one of the places to see.
Hopewell Rocks in New Brunswick. I'm going to write that down, Lori.
So Dawn's asking if there's still space on the Northern Lights cruise. It only says reserved.
Reserve guarantee, and I'm concerned about overbooking. Oh, no, Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Send me email if you want to. Yeah, just send me an email and I will look. The last time I looked, there's space left. Yeah. So Kathy says NCL flights can be buy one, get one, but are totally at their discretion for the time of day, number of stops. So we always put a 2-day deviation when flying into Europe to allow for some issues. Thanks for saying that, Kathy. They do. And they've been running that buy one, get one for a long time. It's still going. And we have Let's Go family members. And I just called today and added their flights to their trip, round trip out of Barcelona, 2 people, $17.28, which is a really good deal. So, but yeah, you don't choose. Yeah. Specific insurance in Canada. You know what? I am sorry. I don't. If anybody lives in Canada here and can add anything, please do. But yeah, I apologize. I don't know about Canada. So
Carrie says just easier to get yearly travel insurance.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, and he goes a lot. In St. John on the Caribbean. I'm going to do the Zodiac whale watch through the ship. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Zodiac whale watch. After a long day of driving, we're just like, I was thinking about you just outside of Boston Cruise on Wednesday. Oh, have the best time and enjoy being there. Any suggestion for Paris? Can I walk from drop off to the Eiffel Tower? So I don't know where they drop you off. I'm really sorry to say, Lori. Do they say where they drop you off? Because you know what? There's a metro stop that's not too terribly far from the Eiffel Tower, because that's how we've gotten to the Eiffel Tower every time we've been there. So I would say, I don't know where they drop you off. I don't know where they drop you off. Yeah. I'm sorry to say. I could try to look.
There's a lot of good trains.
Here, remind me, Gordon. I could look on. I'll read the excursions and see for our cruise where if they say like right where they're going to drop you off. But Barris has really nice metro, and it actually has a lot of stops, and it goes around the city really well. And like I said, hopefully it would be close enough that you could get on and get over to the Eiffel Tower. With the Eiffel Tower, though, often just be aware. It depends on when you're there, but every time we've been there, whether it's been warm or cold out, like in December or April or in the fall, there have been lines. And so I would say do what you want to do first and keep an eye on your time. So if the Eiffel Tower is your main thing, then definitely go.
And keep an eye on your purse.
Hold on to your purse.
A lot of crowds there. It's a lot of pickpockets.
There's a lot of people on the move there. Yeah. Just pay a lot of attention. And you pack into elevators and so just be careful. Oh, Sharon, you do share really useful, all of you share really useful information. And it's amazing how just the littlest thing can make the biggest difference. And you never know who's going to say it, or somebody saw the things the same way you see things, so it helps you out. That's why we need all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Eddie, it's so nice to see you. Charlotte will hit well over 100 Friday, 59 days till the Celebrity Reflection Transatlantic. Look at you. I'm excited to hear about your Celebrity Transatlantic, Eddie. I think it's going to be really nice. Well, you all are our friends. So
that's yes.
It goes without saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not raining here. I didn't know you got some up north. Oh. Hey, Mary, it's have fun.
Half the
fun is planning. She's a sweet lady. She studies Google Maps, looks at all the various places I might want to go. I love that. I know I have said this before, but can anybody join in, please, who has cruised Princess for a long time? Remember those destination
the videos?
Yeah, those destination in depth. Like I didn't know I wanted to go to Ephesus. Well, I knew about Ephesus, but I didn't really think of a cruise ship going there.
Because they had those UCLA professors or something talking about it.
But now those are gone, and I've looked on YouTube. I've looked everywhere. I don't know.
If they release those.
That would be really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Do taxis and restaurants in Vancouver take US dollars, or do we have to get Canadian money? Oh, just use your credit card.
That's what the fancy.
Oh, there you are. And you Uber and Lyft. Yeah. Those I did Uber in Vancouver. Yeah. The guy was asking me where he could get a taxi in Sitka. I had to break it to him that there are a grand total of 3 in the whole town. And with 3 cruise ships imported, it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I wouldn't really think about taxis in Alaska. Carrie, hit that nail on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm opening up a taxi and sauna company in Sitka. Should be a gold mine. Oh, I think it would be taxi and sauna. Do you want to stop at the sauna before or after I take you somewhere?
No, the sauna's in the taxi.
Oh,
I don't know.
Finished Alaska cruise Wednesday. Eddie flew back to North Carolina, and Saturday, bam, COVID. Oh, feeling better this evening. I am so sorry you caught COVID. Really sorry. Oh, there you go. Trish says they rented a Turo, and it was fantastic.
For anybody who doesn't know, a Turo is people. It's an Airbnb for cars. You rent somebody's car.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. I mean, it's really nice.
Jeffrey will have to plant a palm tree on those cars in Sitka.
In the sauna.
Yeah.
Another suggestion for Athens is George the Famous. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Mm-hmm. We'll tailor the time just for your interest. Picks up at the port. We love George. Okay, let me write George down again. George, you know what? I feel like George the Famous taxi.
Yeah. Sharon said she used George.
Yeah, he has. I'm trying to remember. We looked at him before. I think he was booked the time we used PK Travel, so I'm glad we found PK Travel. But yeah, they do a lot of different services. Well, they're all taxis, but yeah. From has anyone stayed? Hey Jana, good to see you. Yes, has anyone stayed downtown in Fort Lauderdale? Is it safe? Fairfield Inn was recommended by AAA. We'll be saving a couple $100 for lodging, be eaten up with the transportation costs. Can anybody say that? I have not stayed downtown in Fort Lauderdale. So anybody, all of you that are specialists there, Sharon, I think, Sharon, don't you live right by there? Am I right?
We have
anybody else that can
we
say?
have the Hilton Garden Inn just south of the airport.
Well, and if anybody also can recommend a hotel that I know somebody was emailing and wondering about a hotel that has, well, I know hotels that have a free airport shuttle, but if anybody has anywhere also that you can park your car for free.
That's true.
Say that too, because I know that some places you can park your car, but that it costs a lot. Yeah, so thank you, everybody. Here, let me take a picture of that, Janice. So if we don't get replies, Gordon can remind me, and I'll ask in a video, because I know a lot of people go out of Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
So.
But then we took an Uber, and it was not expensive.
No.
The port is really, really close.
Well, I think she probably knows that. But yeah, ours was like about $15 from the Hilton Garden Inn that's close to the airport. Yeah. Let's see. We received a princess medallion. Oh, no medallions inside?
Wow.
As I watch today's streaming, I'm on the phone with Princess. It came without it. Oh,
Did you pay your
Yuki.
$10?
I'm sure she did.
I know.
I'm sure she did. Somebody has a glitch somewhere. Sorry, Yuki. I'm sorry they came without it. Let's see. No medallions. Yeah. Oh, Sharon's asking. Yeah, I was right. She is right by there. Yeah, Jana, tell her where you're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Thomas just picked them up.
Oh, the same thing happened to you. Right. So it's happening all over the place. Yeah. It's like.
But if you had paid for those, you want those. You want to not have to deal with that.
What was it that you were telling me that somebody said? Oh, somebody said that on their bill, like on their stateroom bill, they got charged $14.99 for app activation, but they have the plus package. Then they went down to customer service, and customer service says we can't reverse those charges.
Yeah.
Like what? Had city wonders in France. Had a great private tour of the Louvre, but our tour guide didn't show up at Versailles. Really? We went in a different tour, then walked on our own. Well, I'm sorry, Larry. Yeah, maybe they just have flaky problems, people not showing up. But that's too bad. I'm glad you still got to go, though. Let's see. If you're within 28 days of your cruise, however, be sure you get. Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
I hate to say good luck with that, but good luck with that. Yeah. If you love eating as much as you're going to love Virgin. We loved most meals we had on the Scarlet Lady. We liked it even more than Celebrity. Thanks for saying that. Everybody says that the food is really good on Virgin. Yeah, and it's like restaurant. You just go sit down and eat. It's not complicated, and you don't have to have a reservation.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for being our guinea pig, Jeffrey. It'll be fun to hear what you've got to say.
They're talking back and forth here about
the
cruise shuttle. Some airports have cruise shuttles. Some of them have a shuttle that just stops by. So,
most are fee-based, yeah. I remember going to Mass at the Vatican. It was amazing. Mind you, I didn't know a word he was saying. It would still be beautiful, though, wouldn't it? It would be beautiful. My husband just said if we were on a cruise that ran out of Diet Coke. Oh, we already saw that one, Sharon. I am with you, though. I am with them. Let's see. Did we miss something, love? You're zooming around. Oh, thank you, Ryan.
Very nice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, everybody hit the thumbs up, would ya? Thank you. Thanks. We appreciate it. Yeah. I also enjoyed your video on this one. Oh, you know what? We got married in 1986 too, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. Went straight to Germany for 3 years in the Army. So now I want to go back as an adult and enjoy even more. I bet. It's just like this whole different time of life thing, isn't it?
Wait a minute. Yeah. If you got married and you weren't an adult?
She was an adult. Like all grown up. Well, right. We were grown up too, but not like we are now.
Older.
Yeah, older.
Yeah. You don't want to say older because
Yeah. Let's see. Many of the South American cruises, including Antarctica in 2025, have a $1,300 onboard credit per cabin solo. Yes, you know what, Judith? I should remind people of this. Back when Princess released their South American on our cruises for the end of 2024, beginning of 2025, and you have to book by, I'm almost certain it's August 25th. It's August 25th. You just have to, and it depends on which cabin you book, how much onboard credit you get. It's a lot of onboard credit. They're clearly trying to fill those ships up. Yeah, it's a really good time to go because of all that onboard credit you get. Oh, Facebook had a comment about, was it on our Facebook, Lori?
I'll look.
Tell them to cut it out. Yeah, where's they talking about closed captioning on our videos? We always do the closed captioning for people that need it, but it just takes a while for it to show up.
To generate it, yeah.
Yeah. I wish they would put closed caption on movie screens. I'm with you. I'm with you. I wish they would at the movies too. If you're going to catch a can, stop at Pop's Popcorn and get the kettle corn. We're eating the last of it now. Really?
Good.
Isn't it fun when you get home and you're like, oh, we have a little treat left that takes you back? Let's see.
Oh, we saw that. Sorry.
In Italy, you can use driver guide service as a tour company. Thank you for saying that. Driver guide service. I'm going to write that down.
Well, in fact, last night we were going through and you found your fudge. We need to eat fudge.
Where did we buy fudge?
Iceland?
Oh, at this teeny little town in Scotland.
That's right. That was on the on the lock. Was it on Loch Lomond?
It was.
Yeah.
So it was, yeah. When I was in Slovakia, they had Coca-Cola Light. Oh, yeah. I like that, Tom. Thanks for saying that. Have you seen the Diamond Princess? February 2025 itinerary, Sydney to Japan with stops in Manila and Hong Kong. You know what? I have looked at that, and it's not off the table yet. Because it just sounds so fun, doesn't it? And I do want to go to Hong Kong, and it does go to Manila. That's the Philippines, too. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
We should do that. I'll make myself a note to...
So Jan is saying
too,
that
because you guys travel a lot. I really respect what you say.
That there's a Fairfield Inn on Highway 1 and 842.
Map indicates to Beverly Heights. Yeah.
So Larry says he used to help launch the SR-71 when he was air traffic controller at Kadena in Okinawa.
Really?
Wow.
How cool is that?
That was where I first heard about they called it the Hebi, because it was Hebi in Japanese is snake. And we were told that when they had it take off in Okinawa, they had to clear it for landing in the Philippines at about the same time.
Wow. Well, Larry would know.
Yeah.
That's really cool, though. Look at you, Larry.
That's amazing.
That is. Hats off. Wow. Those are really cool airplanes. I'm planning a tourist day in my own city of Vancouver. I'm going to go see some of the museums and exhibits I haven't been to since grade school. That's a really good idea. It's true that when you live somewhere you don't see so many things as if you came as a tourist. It's a really good idea.
Lori says it's not on our Facebook.
Oh, good.
So
good. Thanks, Lori. Thank you.
Let's see.
It is hard to hear the movies at times, Trish.
Yeah.
I don't like that. No, we don't either.
No.
We hear you. I know. Yeah. It's petty to complain about things, but here I am again.
Yeah.
That's why I decided just to say they were feeding us on the Island Princess.
Carly's here.
Oh, hey, Carly, how are you?
You see here, he understands.
Chocolate milk comes from brown Swiss cows. That's why it tastes like Swiss chocolate.
Yeah.
Vancouver Police Museum at their headquarters is pretty neat. There's another place to go, Carrie. Let's see. Brown Swiss is the smartest cow in the field. I like that. You guys are awesome. Hi, Hazel. Thank you. We love you back. Thanks, Hazel. If you're looking at the celebrity retreat, it's not much more and less expensive to go on Silver Sea. You're right.
Hey.
You're right. But sometimes they have really great sales. That's when it's a good time to pick up the retreat, I would say. But yeah, when it's not on a great sale, it's expensive. Yeah.
So Larry says the SR-71 would climb up fast enough. It'd be at 80,000 feet in just a few minutes. It would just fly straight.
Wow. I wish I had one of those.
We'd take that to Europe.
You know, I always wanted
Maybe
to
sell us one. They're just sitting there in the airport.
They're not going to sell us one, and we can't afford one. So, what was that? What's the airplane that went so fast?
The Concorde?
Thank you. So I always wanted to go on the Concorde. Like that was one of my bucket list things, but they quit running it before I could. Yeah. Maybe it will come down to bring what you can from home, and there'll be a fridge in the room. Good point, Carly. Good point. Really good point. Hey, Francis. Viking, good food on both the river and ocean ships. All very good, all included. No additional fee for food items. I think, don't they have, like if you want like you can get your beverages, like your wine, your soda, whatever, included with your lunch and your dinner. And I think they have a cocktail hour too. And then if you want to drink more, I think you have to pay for it. But I don't think that's prohibitive, right? But yeah, that's really nice. Thanks for saying that, Francis. 34 days, Holly says, till the celebrity eclipse, and 195 till Harmony of the Seas. Any suggestions for excursions in Cozumel, Mayan ruins with a chocolate factory, or a Mayan cooking experience? Oh, wow. I think that both of them would be good. What did we do in Cozumel?
This last time we went to a beach resort.
What did we do the time before?
The time before we went to Tulum.
Oh, we really enjoyed going to Tulum.
Yes.
I was trying to remember. Yeah, that would be Tulum.
And the taco place there was really good.
Mm-hmm.
You have to look at our thing. It was freezing. I don't know, some icy name for a hot place. It was
we should
they were
look
really
and
good
see.
tacos.
Yeah, but it was really good food. Yeah, but I would go see Tulum. I would go see Tulum
Yeah,
again.
really
it
loved
was really
Tulum.
good.
Yeah.
And they have it. Isn't that where you can catch a flight if you want over to Chichen Itza? You can either fly there.
Wow.
Well, one time they had, you could choose a flight or you could choose a bus ride.
Because it's an all-day bus ride.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you're done, it's 8.5, 9 hours with Chichen Itza.
Yeah, it's a long one, yeah. Lori says if she went to Antarctica and stepped on land, her husband doesn't want to walk on ice on vacation. There you go, huh? Milford Sound. Thank you, Daniel. Trish, Milford Sound. Look that up. It's beautiful. Haven't been there, but I've looked at it so that I know when I get to go what I want to see. When going to Ireland, Scotland, can you suggest how much you should take in pounds and euros? Oh, Lori, that kind of is hard because everybody's spending habits, vary. But I would take, in Ireland and Scotland, I would definitely take, some eating places don't take cards if you go to like a little place. Mm-hmm. So maybe like 100 of each at least, and you can always get more. And
I would recommend smaller bills if you can, simply because then you can do tips and such easily too.
Yeah. But I would say, I would get maybe that, so that if you end up eating at a little place and they don't take credit cards, you're okay. Anybody else wants to jump in here and say so, please do. Hey, Vanjie, how are you? Did you get my email, sweet lady? I should just call you and make sure. You've been on my mind. Getting ready for her westbound transatlantic, leaving for Amsterdam on Sunday, taking winter clothes and getting out of this heat. Still pondering. Oh, you're still pondering it. Okay. No, I was thinking today, I'm like, I got to call her and make sure that went through. But you have the best time on your transatlantic. Oh my goodness. I'm really excited for you. I'm really excited. You get to sail into Amsterdam. What's that?
Trish just had to leave.
Okay, we'll see you, Trish. Yep. But that's awesome, Vanjie. Thank you.
So Eat Van City, they also got an empty box. You got the lanyards, though.
That's I wonder what's going on. Huh. I don't know. They have like a lot of things going on, I feel like.
Yep.
Alaska out of Seattle in 26 days, Christy says. 6 of us are going and 4 are first-timers. Oh, nice. I'm excited for you. Really excited, Christy. Tell us how it goes. I did the hop-on, hop-off bus in St. John's. Love not having a set schedule, and it had 13 stops. That's a really good idea. I think that's what we decided we're going to do in Mallorca. And we've been looking at excursions for our for the inaugural cruise for the Sun Princess, and it goes to we're at Mallorca, and so I think we're going to do the hop-on, hop-off bus there for sure. So thanks for saying that, though, Holly. That's a good idea. It's a great advantage living in Florida and driving right to the cruise port. No airline and no hotel expenses. I know.
Yeah.
That's why I want to retire there. But we just don't have anybody that lives down there.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get them to move.
So they're talking about insurance. Okay. Someone says in Canada, CAA.
Okay. Thanks, Wendy. Yeah. I'll write that down. Check CAA travel insurance.
Lori says Concorder de Palace is the drop-off.
Oh, is that like the Place de la Concorde? You know what? I feel like that's like
this guy knows a little bit about it.
The Metro. Yeah, Jeffrey would know. He's been there all the time. Thanks, Jeffrey. Yeah, I think you probably answered that before I started talking about it a few minutes ago. And I feel like right there, isn't that close enough? Like when I think of Place de la Concorde and going down that way, I think there's a metro stop, isn't there? At the very least, you could go to the metro there by the Louvre. It's a little bit of a walk, but not that bad. Hop on, hop off bus drops off right by the Eiffel Tower. That's a good point, Larry. Yeah. So I would say, see how much time you have. Like, do you have enough time, and like which stop on the hop on, hop off bus that's by, and how long the loop takes, and like having enough time. Oh, not go up. Oh, you'll be okay, Lori. Yeah. Yeah. And from a lot of places, like if you keep walking down from the Place de la Concorde down the Champs-Élysées and get there to the Arc de Triomphe, you can go up it and you'll see the Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jeffrey,
but if you want to see it right close up, then
Jeffrey also says you take a water taxi.
Thank you for saying that. Thanks for saying that, Jeffrey. Yeah.
Carrie said his BCAA. So.
Our emergency road service like AAA in the States. Oh, okay. All provinces in Canada should have an equivalent. Thanks for telling everybody that. Thanks. We love to watch the next Starship test flight, but no cruises.
Boca Chica, Texas.
Really hard to get there. Oh, I bet so.
That would be fun.
Wouldn't that be cool?
We almost had a trip to Florida at the same time as launch, but it didn't come together.
Well, and one time Winston and I were there for a thing, and
we did all see.
We got a hotel like right across the river there from the launch pad, and then they weren't able to go.
But we did see the Atlantis land once.
We did. We did. Yeah, that was really
fun.
cool. Yeah.
Valerie, we were happy you're here.
It's nice to have you here, Valerie. Let's see, definitely everyone is so welcoming. Oh, I appreciate Carly. You're wonderful. We appreciate you back, and I appreciate everybody that's with us. Thanks. Let's see. It's still great no matter what. Wonderful views of the island, different islands and bridges. Thank you for adding that. Very much so.
For the
they're talking to each other, which send to cruise.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Carrie says stay at the roadway about 10 minutes from the port, and they have a free shuttle to your cruise ship. There you go, everybody. The roadway. I'm writing this down. Yeah. Roadway in Fort Lauderdale, 10 minutes from port. Do they have a free airport shuttle? I can call them. Never mind. 10 minutes from port, free shuttle. Okay. All righty. Just double checked airfare. Philadelphia to London. Heathrow, premium economy, $28.48. Wow. There she goes. Queen Mary 2 with insurance, and we get their military credits and their shareholder credits. So yeah, it's awesome. 1986, really? So everybody's going to be, we should all go on a 40th anniversary wedding cruise.
There we go.
Wedding anniversary cruise. Yeah. We can maybe make it an ABBA one.
There we go.
That would be too much fun.
Pull them together.
Let's see. We used Driver in Rome twice in the Mediterranean. It was also excellent. We asked ahead of time what we wanted to see, and it was all planned out by them as wonderful local lunches. Yeah. Oh, that sounds lovely. Driver in Rome. Oh, Driver is the name of the place. Okay.
Bill said before they moved, they used to stay at the Best Western.
Took a taxi to the
hotel shuttle to the ship for the free breakfast.
Oh, that's a good idea. Best Western. Let's see, Best Western, Colorado.
Oh. So no, it wasn't our Facebook group. My hubby is deaf, and it was a joke. They started charging for the movie to hear the volume.
I always put that on my survey. Oh.
Valerie's considering
Windstar cruise. Gordon's parents did Windstar.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, they really liked it. I think it would be fun to experience a ship powered by sails. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I would be afraid on that because they're so small.
I don't know. I mean, we've been on the river cruise, which was small, but you're not in the open ocean.
Is much smaller. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was saving Delta points. Oh, see, our heart's in the same place with the Concorde, but the service ended before I had enough. Yeah, I was hoping someday it would be in my budget, and then they shut down. So I wish they would start it again, though. 58 days till the island. I get on as you get off. We will have to wait, Lori. Yeah.
Jeffrey left about 10 minutes ago.
Take good care, Jeffrey. And we should go soon. It's getting late. Carrie was in Tulum in 2018, left it. Stated on all-inclusive, the Tulum. Ruins are amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. There is no shade. Yeah. And it's hot there. When was that? When were we there? Like in November?
January.
Oh, January. It was
Caribbean Princess.
That's true.
Yeah. And I did a short 360. We'll have to get that up again.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, hi, Chuck. It's good to see you. And Maggie, hi there. Welcome. It's nice to see you. Yes, he does have on a Parthenon t-shirt.
It just says Greece.
Greece. Yeah.
So. Don't remember where I bought it other than Greece.
Oh.
Roadway. Okay, the roadway in.
They have a free airport and cruise port. A shuttle. Plus variety store a couple of blocks away. That's really nice. You can get anything you need that you forgot or wish you had. Yeah, plus a restaurant on site. That covers everything. Driver in Rome. Thank you. Okay, I'll put that in quotes on my notes. Thank you very much.
Piper was not an adult when she got married.
I was still a baby when we got married. Thank you. You were if you were 17, not an adult. Wouldn't that be fun? Anybody that got married in 1986 can come. Plus anybody that got married another year, if you'd like to come, you could come. That would be fun. The other evening we were discussing, Gordon was bringing up like milestone years coming up, and one of them was our anniversary.
Yeah.
So in a few years. Yeah, it'll be here before we know it. Oh, our hotel room in Paris had a view of the Eiffel Tower. At night, it lights up from 9 to midnight with all the lights blink on and off. Very cool. Yes, like it sparkles, huh? Thanks for saying that, Larry. Looking for a good cruise line recommendation to Southeast Asia, Susan. I would say it depends on what all you want while you were there. Clearly, like with what Mark said, in February of 2025, there are cruises on Princess that goes there. I know that Celebrity goes there. Royal Caribbean has some cruises over there in Southeast Asia. So, yeah. And then there's some cruise lines that are just very specific to that area. So, and you know what? Viking, I think, does too. I've been looking at a lot of Viking things. I would say they do. Gary just did a great video for anyone contemplating Windstar. Thanks, Eat Van City. I saw that too. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just not convinced they're big enough for me. I'm spreading a rumor that both you folks in Code 4 for Life will be coming down in January for a group cruise. Can I say it's true? Oh, we just got to nail down a few other things with our family. You can say it.
It is true that you're spreading a rumor. Yes.
Just don't promise it. No, all of our children are going to be here at the same time for just like August 31st through September 4th. And so we're just going to talk about plans then. I don't know if we can nail down January of 2025, but yeah.
So Labor Day weekend, don't expect to see us. No Friday Night Live that week, probably.
Probably
not a Labor Day one. We'll be in recuperation stage.
No, they're going to still be here.
Yeah, that's true.
They're all going to be here for this big of a window.
We had a shakedown cruise yesterday. We had 2 sons and their kids over yesterday, and that kind of reminded us what we need to lock down before they come.
Shakedown cruise. Do you guys do that? Yeah. We're not used to having 2 of them living here at once because the ones lived here for a couple of months now, but they've kind of taken turns with kids being sick or something. So we haven't all been in there, and then we were gone. So it's the first time we all been in the same place for a bit. Yeah. UK takes pound sterling, not euros. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Well, she said pounds and euros for
if your cruise takes you to Paris.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The British Isles cruise. Yep. So.
Yeah. Waiting for Trans-Pacific April 2025. Yeah, there is one April 2025, and it's a really nice. Does it go like April 11th? I want to say it's a really nice one. I think it's like 33 days, 31 days. I'm doing PNW on the Majestic in 35 days. Pacific Northwest. Okay. I booked in March, so my plus package should be the new one, but nothing showing added items in my summary and no package showing. I don't know who programs for them. I just don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Today I was getting out a booking summary for somebody, and it says the deposit for this cruise is completely refundable and transferable. That says this going across here right below. It says this deposit is non-refundable. This deposit is refundable. This deposit is non-refundable. All on the same piece of paper. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry when you look in your app. Should it show about your plus package? I think that's a new thing it's supposed to start doing.
But have what?
Well, I think she's talking about her travel summary, right? Are you talking about your travel summary? It's not showing that,
right? But if you have something showing where you paid for it,
do you have anything that you paid? Like from when you booked it, or if you have your travel, if if it's not showing up on anything, get your travel agent to look at it and get it figured out for you. That's what I would do.
Well, and even your booking should show that it was a plus.
It should.
Yeah.
It should. But if it doesn't, get them to fix it for you.
Right.
Yeah, over Labor Day going to Chicago. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Going to Wrigley Field to see the Giants play the Cubs.
No, my Giants play the Cubs.
My Giants.
Not
I
just
like
the
that.
Giants. Those are his Giants.
Giants. I like that, Larry. Good job.
But
go Cubs. I guess we'll see who wins, huh? It's just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. England takes pounds, not the UK. Ireland is not part of the UK. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, is that just Northern Ireland or both of Ireland?
I don't know about their currency. Yeah. Any news on casual dining on Emerald? You know what, Linda? I haven't heard from anybody about it yet. I'll tell you when I get on there. Everybody's going to have to give me a whole bunch of questions for what you want me to track down. There's not a lot of casual dining, though, on the Emerald. Let me look here super fast while you bring up another thing, Gordon. That's it. Okay, we'll do that really quick, and then we'll let you guys go. But you know what? I have been using the deck plans a whole lot more than I used to because I'm looking at like what dining options there are on all of the ships, right? It's kind of interesting that there's deck plans. And we'll get over here to the Emerald because I really think that plays in sometimes if people are going to want to pay for a package, right? I went from Premier to Plus and the app still shows the Premier package. Call Princess to correct about enough. You know what, Carly, you've told them then. Did your price change? Because like that's one of the things that like if you have the Premier package and then you want the Plus package like going down, sometimes they'll refare you. And so hopefully it's a less fare than a more, the fare's gone down rather than up. Did you notice your price change at all? That's what I would wonder. Let's see. For the Crown Princess Cruise in November, the new Plus items show in the app, not on the summary.
So they have the Salty Dog Gastro Prub. They have the Crown Grill.
Got another level. I don't think they have a whole bunch because I was looking to see if there was something I really wanted to try and nothing grabbed me. Got oh, no, that's not Speakeasy. Nope. You look at the others while I look at this. Thanks, though, for saying that, Shelly. That's important for everybody to remember. They show on the app and not on the summary. I don't know why they can't just program it to show everywhere. Larry. Oh, Bill says he lived 2 blocks from the White Sox Park. My son lives 2 blocks away from the Wrigley Field. Wow. Let's see. Can the casual dinner locations be reserved prior to boarding or during boarding? Or do we just show up? You know what, Mead? I think that you just show up. I haven't seen anywhere to book reservations for that. So if anybody's been on, say if you can make reservations, but I don't think so. I think you just show up. So
yeah,
that would be the next step is to make it so you can make reservations, huh? They should do that.
So yeah, I don't see the pizza place on here.
Oh, Alfredo's. No, they don't have an Alfredo's. Okay. It's just the bigger ships.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All righty. Does anybody have any other questions?
There you go. Northern Ireland is part of the UK and takes pounds. The Republic of Ireland.
Northern Ireland, yeah.
Takes euros.
Thank you, Colette.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it's nice to see you, by the way. It's good to see you.
Did you answer this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you just line up. Like you just go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would, like I said, though, it'd be good if they would do reservations. That would help everyone. So, okay, everybody. Before you go, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. They applied the difference to my net due when I changed 3 or 4 months ago. I didn't notice the app didn't change until last month, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they'll figure it out by the time you're going. Yeah. So.
Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you all for coming. We'll plan on seeing you Friday night, unless we can't, but we'll let you know for sure.
And thank you for all the wonderful thank yous.
Yeah,
the super thanks
very,
and super
very
chats.
Much. Thanks for coming.
Wow.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching our videos and for all of the love and kindness you share with us.
Yes.
So we'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you.
Good night.